With NFL ratings down due to various controversies and the overall oversaturation of football, us fans have been looking for something to excite us. Well, the solution we've been given is a 5'6" running back named Tarik Cohen, also known as the human joystick. Cohen has quickly become one of the NFL's most exciting players, creating highlight after highlight. He's changed what it means to be a scat back in today's game. And in today's video, I wanted to tell you 3 reasons why Tarik Cohen will be the NFL's most exciting player in 2019. And I just wanted to preface this video by saying I'm a Patriots fan, and not a diehard fan of the Bears. Let's start this off with Tarik's origins. From Bunn, North Carolina, a rural town of 300 people, Tarik was met with constant adversity from a young age. Growing up to a single mother and 3 siblings, financially things were always tight, but Tarik coped with the stress through a passion he discovered from an early age: football. Despite moving around all the time as a child, Tarik played football everywhere he was, until in 8th grade, when he had his passion ripped away from him due to his family lacking a car. And having no way to get to practice, Tarik would have to come home every day and play Madden to cope. Once in high school, Tarik was able to make it to and from practice every day with the help of teammates and coaches giving him rides. But he still wasn't getting the results he wanted on the field, and was relegated to JV until his junior year. But once he got his chance on varsity, he never looked back. Playing both offense and defense, he made plays on both sides of the ball, acquiring touchdowns, sacks, tackles, and return yards. But as his senior season began to come to a close, the only offer he'd been given to play college football was rescinded. And now, with little to no hope to play football at the next level, Tarik prepared to join the Navy, until Trey Oliver, an assistant coach at North Carolina A&T, convinced the head coach at the time, Rod Broadway, to watch Tarik play. Broadway made the 2-hour drive to watch one of his final games, and was impressed enough with his play to offer Tarik a scholarship. With Tarik finally being given a chance, he wasn't going to let this opportunity slide. In his freshman year there in 2013, after the 2 starters were both injured, Tarik took over, putting together 180 yards and a touchdown in his first game. He would ultimately finish his freshman year with 1,148 rushing yards and 18 touchdowns. After improving his rushing yardage total and scoring 15 rushing touchdowns in both his sophomore and junior years, Tarik put on a clinic during his senior season in 2016. Tarik would break almost every single rushing record for North Carolina A&T his senior year, becoming the first player ever to rush for 5,000 yards and score 56 rushing touchdowns in a career there. His year was highlighted by a stretch where he rushed for 200 yards in 3 consecutive games. He would ultimately finish the year with 1,588 rushing yards, 18 touchdowns, and an absurd 7.5 yards an attempt. A fitting end for the best back in school history. After that impressive career, Tarik earned himself an invite to the NFL Scouting Combine, where he put on quite the performance, with a 4.42 40-yard dash, a 31.5-inch vertical jump, and a 9-foot 10-inch broad jump. He had finally shown scouts that although he lacked the size, he had the physical attributes. Leading up to the draft, Tarik was projected to be a mid-round pick, and on April 29, 2017, day 3 of the NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears took Tarik with the 119th overall pick in the 4th round. Going into his rookie year, he was the backup to Jordan Howard, but he burst onto the scene in his first game, putting together 113 total yards and a touchdown in a Week 1 loss to the Falcons. He would go on to make plays all throughout the year and score through rushing, passing, receiving, and return touchdowns. In his second year in 2018, Tarik would take on an even bigger role, accumulating more yards and touchdowns in almost every meaningful category, as he took away playing time from Jordan Howard. As Tarik enters his 3rd year in the league, he's already established himself as one of the most dominant scat backs in all of football. According to Pro Football Focus, Tarik ranks as the 2nd highest graded receiving back, 1st out of all running backs in yards per route run, and has the highest overall grade for running backs running routes out of the backfield. Now, for this part of the video, I'd like to transition to why I think Tarik Cohen will be the NFL's most exciting player in 2019. My first reason is more opportunities. In 2018, Tarik Cohen had 99 rush attempts for 444 yards, 4.5 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns, and 7 20-plus yard carries. And now with Jordan Howard being traded to the Eagles, let's adjust Tarik's numbers for the extra opportunities. In 2018, Jordan Howard had 250 rushes. So let's just take a guess and say these new opportunities will give Tarik 175 new rush attempts as the lead back. Now, adjusting Tarik's averages to the extra 175 carries, his season would have looked like 274 attempts, for 1,243 yards, still the same 4.5 yards a carry, 8 touchdowns, and 20-plus yard carries. These new numbers would have put Tarik 4th in the NFL in rushing yards, 11th in rushing touchdowns, and 1st in 20-plus yard rushes. And don't forget, although Jordan Howard might be more of a ground and pound running back, he still had 20 catches in 2018. Now let's say those 20 balls turn into 15 more catches for Tarik. Well, now his 2018 receiving numbers of 71 catches for 725 yards, an average of 10.2 yards a catch, 5 touchdowns, and 9 20-plus yard receptions, looks like 86 catches for 877 yards, still an average of 10.2 yards a catch, 6 touchdowns, and 11 20-plus yard receptions. Now, with these receiving numbers versus the other running backs in the NFL, Tarik would have ranked 4th in receptions, 1st in receiving yards, 2nd in receiving touchdowns, and 1st in 20-plus yard receptions. Now, if we combine these numbers, Tarik would have had 2,120 yards, 14 touchdowns, and 31 20-plus yard plays, all just from the line of scrimmage. Or in other words, a season full of exciting plays. Now, my second reason as to why Tarik Cohen will be the NFL's most exciting player in 2019 is his versatility. Now ask yourself, how often is there a player that can rush for a touchdown, catch a touchdown, return a kick for a touchdown, and throw a touchdown pass? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the only player that really comes to mind is Gale Sayers. I mean, Tyreek Hill can do everything except throw a touchdown pass, and LaDainian Tomlinson and Walter Payton were never able to run a kick back for a touchdown. But I personally believe that Tarik Cohen is the first player ever since Gale Sayers capable of playing 4 different positions, running back, receiver, quarterback, and returner, to the level where he's a home run threat every time he touches the ball from there. I mean, how rare is it to see a guy who can throw a game-tying last-second touchdown pass and then return a kick for a touchdown a few plays later? Tarik's home run ability from anywhere on the field builds quite a lot of excitement and shows why he'll be the league's most exciting player come 2019. Now, my third and final reason is Tarik's athletic abilities. Before I break down this aspect, I'd like for you to sit tight for a moment and just watch this clip. I know, right? And how many guys on the entire planet can do this, let alone the NFL? His athletic abilities remind me of Darren Sproles, and his potential is what Darren could have been. Physically, he's a carbon copy of one of the 2000's most explosive players, except unlike Darren, he'll get the chance to truly show off his athletic abilities as a lead back, something Sproles was never given the chance to do. I mean, look, there's a reason as to why this guy is known as the human joystick. On top of the backflips and lofty pro comparisons, he's got quick twitch muscles that would even make Tyreek Hill jealous. And he has the best stop-start ability in the entire league. I mean, this guy can make a routine 4-yard run thrilling. Another reason as to why he'll be the league's most exciting player in 2019. All things considered, Tarik will be the NFL's most exciting player in 2019 due to the bountiful opportunities he'll be given, his versatility, and his once-in-a-lifetime athletic abilities. I don't think we've seen a player as exciting as Tarik Cohen since Darren Sproles during his San Diego days, and if he stays healthy and keeps up the highlight reel plays, he'll easily be the NFL's most exciting player in 2019. And who knows, but one day he could end up with Gale Sayers and Walter Payton in legendary Chicago Bears running back lore.